very simple. Like, that's a very basic litmus test. You guys know I'm not interested in Republicans or Democrats. I'm not interested in people who are Zionists. And I'm not interested in anti-communists. If you're fit outside of that model, why shouldn't I at least have a conversation with you? You know what I mean? And I discourage highly what I see on the left with its cancel culture, with its factionalism, where people I would never talk to. I highly discourage. And I got that when I used to have Jimmy on. I didn't agree with Jimmy on everything, but I'm like, man, why the fuck shouldn't I have him on? He's not a Democrat. He's being against the war. I don't agree with him on everything, but I reject the modern left cancel culture because I live in fucking Missouri. Cancel culture don't exist here. I sold cars in Kansas. You don't exist in the Midwest engaging in this coastal elitist liberal attitudes that come from DSA. These failures of white allies who I would never talk to a racist. Then you fail. What are you doing then for me if you're not talking to these people? This is why we talk about this all the time before. We harshly reject the cancel culture left. Mm-hmm. And if you engage in cancel culture and you think you can tell me who I can have on my show, you can fuck off. That's my hardline stance. My position is I wanted to talk to anyone and I want to see the truth for myself. So people are like, man, you can't talk to Oz. He's a crazy fascist. All right, let's invite him on and see if he say some crazy fascist shit. If I invite Oz on and he say some crazy fascist shit, then we can deal with it then. I don't trust people who don't trust dialogue. And the reason why they don't want us to have this dialogue because they was afraid we would get along like this. They
don't like me for a simple reason that I didn't condemn Russia. I wouldn't condemn China. I uphold Stalin. I uphold communist history. And the final thing is I'm not about this politically correct PMC bullshit. I tell jokes. I like to laugh. I don't like this fucking, stuffy PMC shit. But besides that, I've always been consistently left-wing, not leftist, left-wing. I've always been a Marxist. That's always been what I'm about. And, these people that are, they're just pussies. They just cry over, they don't want to see a strong, militant, muscular left. They want us to be a bunch of bitches to cry like Dean Withers, just like Nick Fuentes said. It's people like me and you that are going to restore authority and power to the left wing. And that's exactly why these bitch-ass people don't like us.
Yeah, I'm moving the way I believe we should move in. And this is why I love my brother from Midwestern Marks, and this is why it was great to have you on. And this is why we're gonna be moving. We gotta move together and we gotta organize together to take out this even the people who people think are good. Like we will dismantle the Goiper movement with the RB and ACP alliance. Mm-hmm. We will destroy these motherfuckers. We will destroy these DSA, Zohar Mamdani, liberal Zionists, and we will point the working class in the right direction. And I refuse to listen to anyone who don't want people to form these coalitions. We may not agree on everything. We don't agree on everything. But what we agree on, the most important point, is engaging on class war against these Zio-fascists. Anyway, I'll shut up.
That's the fundamentals.
I can go on now. Let's get into super chat. This is a very enjoyable show. I'll try to get through these as fast as I can. There was a big turnout. I appreciate everyone who watched tonight. I'm gonna go through these super chats. I saw one where he started to say this Israel shit is too much already. God, man, yeah. I think you're referring to the fact that people are starting to question that Israel probably murdered. I think this was around time when we were talking about how Israel probably murdered Charlie Kirk. People were like, man, they definitely did it because doesn't it fit their modus operandi? Like this is how they usually engage. They engage in political assassination. It's not like we're accusing them of something that's not in their pattern of behavior. It's not like we're accusing China of engaging in political assassination of an American politician, because when that ever fucking happened?
Never.
Israel engages in political assassination. That is something that they openly say they agree with. So it's not like we're accusing them of something out of thin air. But anyway, let's move on. Thanks for $5. Charlie Quirk looked like a blush. Damn. Thank you for the super chat. Damn, RBA community is fucking vicious, fam. Thank you for super chat. Thank you for the $9. Long guy. Thanks for having Haas on, Nick. Once again, this was a very enjoyable conversation. Obviously, there's always people like, wait, I can't believe you have an ACP on. Never understood it. And I will engage with these people in good faith. Like, hey, man, tell me your concerns. They're like, don't you know that he tweeted this out? I'm like, all right, man, I guess I'll have him on. We can talk about this kind of stuff. Like, I'm always for discourse.
Why are they acting like I'm the biggest like villain ever? Like Nick Fuentes got 200,000. He got 200,000 live viewers, and I'm the guy people should be worried about from the left.
They're anti-Zionist, anti-capitalist. What the fuck? They don't vote for Democrats, Republican. Like, aren't these the people we should be reaching out to? Like, to me, that it makes sense. Anyone who fits that fucking these very simple, like that's a very basic litmus test. You guys know I'm not interested in Republicans or Democrats. I'm not interested in people who are Zionists, and I'm not interested in anti-communists. If you're fit outside of that model, why shouldn't I at least have a conversation with you? You know what I mean? And ever since we had like Midwestern Marks on ACP, we have you on. It always ends in great conversations. You know what I mean? So this is why I think we should, and I discourage highly what I see on the left with its cancel culture, with its factionalism, where people I would never talk to this guy. I highly discourage. And I got that when I used to have Jimmy on. I didn't agree with Jimmy on everything, but I'm like, man, why the fuck shouldn't I have him on? He's not a Democrat. He's being against the war. I don't agree with him on everything, but I reject the modern left cancel culture because I live in fucking Missouri. There's no other cancel culture don't exist here. I sold cars in Kansas. You don't exist in the Midwest engaging in this coastal elitist liberal attitudes that come from DSA. These failures of white allies who I would never talk to a racist. Then you fail. What are you doing then for me if you're not talking to these people and helping bring them along? But all right, sorry, I shut up. I know we gotta get moving. They were $20. There's a lot of support here today. You've been on fire these past couple of days. I appreciate it. It's given me lives. Love the Kirk roast. Keep fighting the good fight. Remember, guys, I explained it before. A lot of low IQ people don't get it. I'm playing a character. I am playing a black Charlie Kirk. And I'm just holding the mirror up to what he has done to our community and other people. And if you're triggered by it, why wasn't you upset with Charlie Kirk and Candace Owens for doing like straight, real ass non-kayfabe shit? This is how they move. I'm very open. I'm playing a fucking character. I don't really mean what I say. I'm just holding a mirror up to these people. Bitch, thank you for solidarity super. I really do need to fucking speed this up. Appreciate you guys. Thank you so much for exposing the hypocrisy. Thank you. Refreshing to hear the truth. Thank you for bringing ACP on again, Nick. We're getting real stuff done for the working class. I joined you because you say you're not a communist if you're not in a party. And if you're someone who's busy, I said this many times before, I know a lot of people are busy. They got families. At least donate. Like help us out best you can. Like if you're doing well in your life, you can't really organize. Be a funder of a party. Do whatever you can to support a party. Join whatever kind of communist or socialist organization you can. That's why we started RBN. You know what I mean? I was like, I need to start my own organization and see what I can do. And I'm glad that I know we're not perfect. We're not fucking perfect. We still got a lot to grow. But this is the best I can fucking do for only organizing for the last few years, right? I encourage everyone. Join an organization or start your own. I think we have done a lot of success. Like our alliance with the chairman, Fred Hampton Jr. I was very honored when I met with him in Chicago. Like, try to do stuff like that. If you're a socialist and you're a communist, you need to be doing. I understand if you have an excuse. I'm not shaming people. If you have an excuse, you have an excuse. But if you don't have an excuse, you don't have an excuse. You know what I mean? Anyway, let me move on. Thank you for the $10 crash. Do you leave 2 here? Yeah, I do. I see 2 from you. You guys are 100% right. How can you be debanked and yet pro-government censorship now? I gotta be careful because I got a reliable source. I gotta be that's gonna expose a lot of the fraudulent story around Nick Fuentes. I'll be careful because I got some very fucking solid sourcing on this. A lot of things he's been telling you guys about him being debanked and censored was actually bullshit. But I spare you guys for now. Yeah, and this is what this guy is talking about. He got a lot. There's a lot of fucking shady shit about Nick Fuentes, like when he told people to charge the Capitol at January 6th, but he wasn't arrested. But I'll move on because for a second time, that's a whole rabbit hole. We will get to that rabbit hole. Was Assassin Kid? I don't know that much about him. I was preparing to stream, so I'm gonna look into that here very soon, like the real details of his life. I haven't been obsessed with that because I don't believe their fucking story. I don't believe shit they say. I'm gonna look into it later. Now all he has is pro censorship. Yeah, he tells gropers to kill him. Great. Yeah, he's a hypocrite. I know what he's saying. I'm not gonna read that because it's pretty graphic, but yeah, they're hypocrites. That's just scratching the surface. Only a few more. I appreciate your time, man. We almost done. Only a few more super chats here. Hassan got Pac-Man syndrome. Can't pronounce names. I fuck up names all the time too, so I can't talk shit. I can't talk shit. I fuck up names all the time. Nick and Haas energy is perfect for the times. Absolutely. ACP comrades, invite Nick to ACP barbecue.
Absolutely. Nick, honestly, when we do an event, if you're around, you're absolutely invited.
Yeah, I talked to a few people who want. I'm going to restore Kansas City Mutual Aid, and there are a few ACP people out here. I'm inviting them to LA.
We're probably gonna be doing something in the Southeast soon. So I'll hit you up if you can. We're just gonna have a kickback,
Yeah, I was already talking to a few people. We've been behind the scenes. We're trying to set something up because if someone want to help RB and Mutual Aid, why the fuck would we turn that down?
Good shit. Yeah,
So that's what we get 100%. That's the anti-Zionist alliance that we want, right? While the people who just relying on Zoran Mamdani and fucking elected leader to save them, they're not doing shit. You know what I mean? You guys see how they just engage in nihilism. They're not doing shit. When Donald Trump won, they were like, "Oh no, we're screwed. We're so screwed." Donald Trump. You guys did the political nihilism. I know you probably talk about this too. Every election, oh no, we're screwed. When Donald Trump won, what did we do? We're gonna organize.
The same shit we've been doing. Huh? I was just saying the same shit we've been doing.
Yeah, thank you, Blueser. This is a very generous super chat. I appreciate you, brother. Big W's for Blueser in the chat. Just 2 more super chats and we wrap up. Kirk is debating St. Peter on the question of genocide of children right now. The fact don't care about his feelings, and St. Peter is about to drop some bangers before he pull the lever. I appreciate the super chat, and you too. We were just engaging in free speech. That's all we're doing here. We're engaging in free speech. Thanks for $5. This last super chat. They will use this as a launch pad to go after leftism and to justify it later to go after normal people. Absolutely. And I'll tell you guys, they're going to do this no matter what you tweet. That's why I chose the route of parody. I chose the route of telling truth via parody. I know everyone don't agree with that, and that's okay. We all got our own strategies. We all got our own methods. And I am revealing their hypocrisy through parody-like a parody-like approach, showing them exactly how they treat us. By telling the truth. You guys, if you look at my hotspot video, I'm not even saying shit. I'm just showing you guys what he said. Be like, how dare you? What? For quoting him?